Hi guys, how are you? I'm Gediminas, I'm CEO and co-founder of Oxipit. Last year we were lucky enough to win Pitch Battle. So is anybody here participating in Pitch Battle this year? Can you put your hands up? Okay, any of you guys will be pitching for the first time at such contest? Can you put your hands up? Okay, cool. So not that many of you, and I think I should start by a few words of encouragement. So it was first pitch contest for me, and it was quite scary. So end of encouragement. So now the main part of the presentation, I guess. So let me remind you a little bit about what we do. So here's a burning scooter. So it's how it's related is that actually recently I've fallen victim to mobility investments. And by that I mean I've fallen from an electric scooter. And you know, I went to a hospital and I had an X-ray taken of my arm. And the radiologist's report concluded that there was no fracture, but traumatologist was not so convinced. And in the end, they did a CT exam, which concluded that I have actually a fracture and I need treatment. So, and what we at Oxipit do is actually mitigate some of that damage from mobility investments by providing AI solutions for radiologists, which make them more efficient and accurate. Because it's actually really, really hard to put blame on radiologists because in last few years, the number of, say, CT exams and MRI exams and their quality has grown exponentially. Say we had an increase of 15 times of MRI exams taken from 2006 to 2016, while the number of radiologists had remained quite steady. And as a result, they are spending less and less time per exam. And also, during their studies at the university, they are spending a lesser fraction of time per modality, which in the end results in diminishing cumulative knowledge about interpreting such exams. And there had been research done about the overall decreasing quality of reporting. But it's very, very difficult to get to produce more radiologists. Their training takes up to 8 years. And AI has boomed recently and provided excellent algorithms for computer vision. So we are researching and doing those algorithms and providing an X-ray solution which does automated reporting covering 75 radiological findings and pathologies and provides that as a very smart template, thus reducing the amount required for radiologists to do their job. And this is actually the largest modality and most frequently taken examination with about 2 billion cases per year and about 5% increase. So that's us in a nutshell. And now I will go through bits and pieces of last year's pitch and see how things went. So, and what's a little bit different. So last year we claimed we have 40 different pathologies. Now we have 75. It's still the largest number across our competitors. So we had a timeline for certification, which we pitched. One of the most difficult tasks for a healthcare startup is doing things properly and getting CE mark for commercialization. This is stopping quite a bit of products coming into the market because you cannot commercialize before you get that done. So we had this planned for the next month, but we actually got CE mark this January and already started the commercialization. So we were a bit too pessimistic. We also participated in Startup Bootcamp Digital Health Berlin and increased our accuracy of a product from about 71% in December last year to 93% actually now across all 75 pathologies. And we also have first commercial contracts and first commercial deployments already. So it was quite a successful year for us. And this is our R&D timeline. So we had a look with our CTO at this yesterday. And I guess we concluded that most of it is actually crap. And we did things differently or didn't do them at all because research is research. I mean, it's working on ambiguity. So although you can probably predict certain things about commercialization and certification, but research timelines are much more, say, unpredictable. And yeah, so last year we had a team of 5 people working with us, co-founders, but now we actually are expanding fast. We have 10 people constantly working at the office or abroad. Several of us are actually right now in Germany presenting our solutions at the Röntgen Congress. And we're expanding fast enough, so although we took this picture like a month ago, we had to use our very efficient Photoshop skills to include our new team member. And we are also working with about 6 more radiologists on a contract basis. And this is how the competition looked last year. So we were claiming that we are the broadest scope X-ray solution on the market. I think we still are. The number of X-rays has increased to, I think, close to 2 million for us. The number of exams on which we base our solution. And but the space is really, really heating up. So we had multiple startups raising huge rounds, about $30 million, and this is only a few of them. And we also have solutions which are on narrower scope, say musculoskeletal exams of X-rays, raising also rounds of 1.5 million. So actually, although we felt that this is probably the sort of the peak last year of AI solutions, and there probably won't be many more investments into seed rounds there, but actually it's only heating up still. Yeah, lastly, I would like to actually say a few words about starting such a company in Lithuania. So it seems that it should be challenging to compete with companies from such mature ecosystems like San Francisco or Israel. But we actually try to apply and get into many multiple competitions and events, and it helps us a lot. For example, Society of, EAT Health Organization has selected us as the best solution across digital health startups in Central and Southern European regions. And last week we were selected and participated in United Nations AIDS organized event. So UNAIDS is a program which is trying to help Africa to get to basically help African countries have best healthcare they could. And we, along with 19 other companies, have participated in an event in Geneva, which was happening during the World Health Organization Assembly. So multiple health ministers were coming from across different African countries and also across the globe because of World Health Assembly. And we were very lucky to have very in-depth conversations with a lot of them. So I think it's important to really look for opportunities and take them. And we had been selected across a multitude of other companies. And we had only one other competitor, Infravision, present at that specific event, doing similar things to us. So really, it's entirely possible to do global scale business development being in Lithuania if you just try. So, and lastly, I guess, I would like to show you a picture from our previous product generation where we actually uploaded as a joke Tony Stark from Iron Man. And so the outcome was that it has sternum wires, which is, I guess, the most accurate possible label for such an out-of-sample, unseen picture. So we were quite happy with that outcome. So I guess I will, with that note, conclude my presentation.